First of all, we want to give honor and we want to give recognition to Almighty God. Let's give God a hand clap. Because it's God that called you to be here. God using Detroit 300. Let's give God another hand.
Right.
Beloved family, I will not be long, but I will come strong. We're here for several reasons. One, an 85-year-old woman was beaten and robbed, her home ransacked, and thrown down her own basement stairs. Two, a few days before then, an 87-year-old woman who paid someone to remove her shrubbery, paid him $100, and he wasn't satisfied with the money. Said he's hungry. She cooked for him, and then he demanded more money, and then he proceeded to beat the you-know-what out of her with a shovel. Right around the corner from here, another 80-some-year-old woman was beaten, robbed, raped, and hog-tied, and left to lay in her excrement for 3 days till her family came to her. We are here because we are sick and we are tired of this.
That's right.
And we're not going to take it anymore.
That's right.
And we're going to get some respect and some honor and some love for our senior citizens. Let's give God a hand clap.
All right.
For our women, for our children, and for us. Criminals are organized.
That's right.
When they come to home, invade your home, they know who's going to do what. Who's going to grab what. When 2 or 3 of them bum rush you to jack your car, they know who's going to the driver's side, who's going to the shotgun side. They know this. We are getting organized. So we thank God for the Detroit 300. Let's give God a hand clap. So I want to say to you, first of all, we thank you for coming out here in the cold. Do not believe what you hear, that we don't care about one another, that we don't care about Detroit, or that we don't love each other. The fact that you're here on a Friday night in the cold on Grixdale and Joseph Campau says that we care about one another and we love one another. Let's give God a hand. So I want to turn it over at this time to Brother Angelo Henderson, who's going to give us some directions. Amen?
Amen.
All right, once again, thank you all for coming. You know, what we have to understand is that this is about us as people, as folks of Detroit who care about this community. You know, Raphael and I talked on the radio, as well as Minister Malik, Shabazz, when we started Detroit 300, that we're determined not to let this kind of thing, these kind of crimes go on anymore without us, as regular citizens, saying enough is enough. The idea that someone can not only, 2 guys can not only rob an 85-year-old woman after they raked her leaves and beat her, take $20 and still look her in her eyes and push her down the steps. We as men in this community and citizens of this community, men and women, we know we're not standing for it anymore. And we're not buying by this no snitching mentality. That is going to end. It ends tonight, just like it's ended with on Patowski and Leslie, just like it ended in Southwest Detroit. We're coming against that now, and we're going to try to get all kind of information to help solve this crime. You know, this is ridiculous, and we're not really having this anymore. We want to let you know that we let Mary know, grandmother Mary it was who we were referring to, that she's got 300 plus grand boys, grandchildren, and granddaughters, grandsons and granddaughters who are coming out here to take the streets, and we're going to find out who did that to her. So we want to keep you encouraged. This is just the beginning. Once again, this is a movement. We want to encourage you all to get other people to come out with us tonight. But you'll see what kind of difference we make. Our goal is to walk for about an hour to distribute pamphlets. There have some of the individuals who have been recognized as part of the crime. What's great is we have some idea of who we're looking for, have been identified in areas close to here. Raphael Johnson is going to let you know exactly which way we're going to march, but he said they have been identified or at least sighted. So we're excited also to have the Detroit Police Department as one of our partners here on the scene. We work as a team. We're grateful for their support. Let's give them a hand.
All right, Detroit Police.
All right. Commander Frankie Lewis is in the house as well as one of the lieutenants who is helping us tonight.
One of the commanders.
So, one of the
Commander
Frankie Lewis, right. And also we have a lieutenant who's here helping us. Okay. So at this time, I would like, is Raphael around? Right. Okay, well, let's put your hands together for Brother Raphael. He's going to give us instructions on which way we're walking.
All right.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you all. Give yourselves another warm round of applause for coming out.
All right.
It's cold. It's a little bit chilly. But when the criminals work in the city of Detroit, they don't ask you if it's a holiday before they rob you, do they? They don't ask you what the temperature is when they go and try to steal something from you, do they? And they definitely didn't ask the elderly in this particular community about what condition they were in, whether the weather was inclement or whether it was warm and sunny when they did the atrocity that they did to those seniors, did they? We thank you so much for your time. We thank you for your sacrifices. We thank you for your energy. Many of you have come from all the way from Southwest Detroit, from West Side, from the North End. We love you. This is the commitment that Detroit needs, and this is a message for all Detroiters that we will no longer tolerate anything happening to our women and our children. Is that correct? No more. No more. We just heard, we sent an advance team over here the other day, yesterday. We found out from the streets that the individuals who committed this crime are located this way. And so that's the way we're going. This way. Can I get agreement with that? Yes. We're going to make our presence known. We're going to stick together. Hopefully you wore something that's bright. If you did not wear anything bright, please stick together as a unit. As Angelo Henderson said earlier, we're going to go through this community for about an hour. Those of us who are getting cold, we understand if you have to break off, but some of us are going to be out here for the longevity because we are committed to this, come rain, snow, sleet, hail, or earthquake. We want to thank all the organizations that are part. Too many of you to name. It's a little bit chilly, so we want to be respectful to everybody's time and everybody's condition. We're going to pass out the flyers, the warning flyers. We're going to post them on every single pole that's visible in that Conant area, and that Nevada area, and also 7 Mile area. We're going to go door to door. We're going to knock on the doors. We're going to greet the people, let them know that we're out here for them, and we're trying to catch 2 suspects. One of them is an older gentleman, or much older than the younger one. But as you all have heard the facts, they fractured her shoulder, they fractured her neck, they gouged her face, broke her pelvis bone, and after robbing her, pushed her down the basement stairs and left her for dead. Why, see, they thought that she was dead. They rummaged through her belongings. They stole her purse. They stole her credit cards and some coins that she kept in the house. These individuals have no respect for human life. When it gets to the point where you beat up our elders and you leave them for dead and their blood is splattered all across the room and you have no remorse, you have no other recourse but to do that when times get hard, we as a citizen, we as a community will not tolerate that anymore. Period. Because if it's that grandmother, it could be my grandmother. That's right. If it's your auntie, it could be my auntie. That's right. This is the message we want to send to the city of Detroit. We got captains, starting with Mr. Gerald. He's going to break the groups off, maybe 2 groups. We're going to have one on this side of the street and one on this side of the street. Once everybody is armed with flashlights, everyone is armed with flyers, wanted flyers. We have several stapler guns. We need volunteers to staple. We also need volunteers, those who after 1 hour will commit to staying, maybe an additional hour as we get into our vehicles and literally patrol through this area looking for these 2 suspects. So we have any volunteers for that, please come on this side now. This side. We're going to be patrolling for about another 2 hours after